The Seattle Seahawks are the 2025-2026 Super Bowl champions. No, this is not a Seahawks podcast. It's still a Chicago Bears podcast. But everything that we saw out there somehow can get tailored back to the Chicago Bears. So we're going to break down this entire game. Not the entire game, but just give our reactions on the game. And then we got some coaching hires that the Chicago Bears have, some moves they made. We're going to talk about those coaching hires, talk about this game, and a lot more Chicago Bears talk right after this. We are back. The Black Bear Podcast is back. Last time y'all saw us, these two fellas, Chef West and Marcus Mixed, was holding down the fort, discussing a lot of Chicago Bears news, because not that the season is over, but it's been a lot of news coming out of Hallis Hall that we have to talk about, and we're gonna talk about some more news that came out today, at least this morning. But before we do that, we got to talk about this Super Bowl. Yes, the big game. What it looked like for the Chicago Bears if we was actually in.
Hold on. Wait. Before we talk about that, we got to talk about you and your coconut drinks that you was drinking out of, and how your vacation went.
Look, you turned 30.
Did you have your sand in the feet?
30 one time, the big 3-0. I ain't 30 yet, though. That's the thing. I ain't 30 yet. That's just where my schedule worked out. I turn 30 next week. I'll be 30 next week, Friday. So I'll probably be doing some things next weekend as well. But Wes, you know how it go, man. The 3-0 was a big milestone in growing up. Mixed it like I told you will be there soon in 6 months. Then you got 4 years or whatever. What is it, 4 years for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna feel like 12 months max. That's how it's gonna feel. But I enjoyed myself. I jumped in the chat for watching y'all talk some football. So I appreciate y'all holding it down while I was gone. But we back. Look, if you tuning in, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. I'm your host, Mark Rao. My co-host in the building, Chef West to the right of me. Marcus motherfucking Mixed at the bottom of your screen. What was the score? 28 to 13?
Oh no, I stopped looking at it at halftime.
Does the score matter? Yeah. I don't fucking know. Drake may look like shit. Defense showed up. Y'all see the thumbnail. Defense wins championships. Scale of 1 to 10, just quick. Rate the Super Bowl. If y'all want to throw the halftime performance in there, go ahead. I think that was mid too. I didn't hate it, of course. I'm not one of them people that hated it because we couldn't understand what he was saying. But I mean, if you ask me, a lot of these halftime performances has been just that. I mean, okay. Now, if you know the song, like last year we was talking about it, Wes. Kendrick, like, you know, the songs is gonna be a little better. You can rap along to, but the actual performances just been like, okay, whatever. But overall, 1 to 10. How would y'all rate this Super Bowl?
Let's hold our fingers up on 3.
All right. Hold on.
You got a card, Wes? I ain't got no.
Of course, I got grades.
Hold it free. Okay. I'm trying to get mine. I didn't actually. I wasn't ready to go first. Okay, I got it. All right, go ahead. You can do the countdown.
All right. 1, 2, 3. What you got? A 7?
You would see. No, I got 6.
I got a 5.
Or maybe.
I like that card, Wes.
And it's a C. It seems like a C is a 6, C is a 5. However you want to.
5, 6. I think we all around the same measurement on this.
Anybody want to elaborate on how y'all got those? Or why we went with
I went with a C simply because it started out. I mean, it was an F first half, period.
Yeah.
It was just trash. And I know you were saying defense win championships, but it was like the defense didn't even really have to really do nothing. Like, it was just everything that they told us about. Yeah, everything they told us about these teams kind of fell true in a way. I didn't think the coaching was extraordinary. I didn't think the quarterback play was extraordinary. Wide receivers was okay. I mean, JSN. He went out, so that was cool. I mean, honestly, this game got a C because of Kenneth Walker III.
He brought the grade up.
Yeah, he brought it up because it was basically a D, if you ask me. And then when you thought you was going to get that Super Bowl kind of feel, it just fell flat. It never
got up to that. Ooh,
it just never got up to that point. It's like it was, to me, it was yellow light all game long. Just not, it's just, I don't know. I won't call it trash, but I wouldn't say it's good. And like I said, and we was backstage, and I was going to say, man, we're going to probably forget about this Super Bowl in like 2 or 3 years.
It's just like the fact that you said that is like, okay, so tell me, I think we all know who won last year, but the year before that, who won? Give me the last 2 NBA champions.
The last 2 NBA champions was OKC, and before OKC, it was.
You see what I'm saying? You got to think a little.
Oh, the Nuggets. The Nuggets. I think it was the Nuggets before OKC.
No. Was it the Nuggets? Mama. I thought it was Boston.
Oh, it was Boston's because Brown won MVP. You're right. Yep. Hey, Mom.
Mama Chef West. Hope you're having a good night. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like that, like you just said, it's gonna be hard to. Okay, who won the last 3 Super Bowls? When we talk about this a year from now, we might forget about Seattle. We really might forget who. First of all, who won last year?
Eagles.
Super Bowl. The Eagles won. Okay, Eagles. Yeah. Well, then was it Kansas City or?
It was Kansas City. I think the year before that. Yep. Okay. My whole family coming in. What's up, cuz?
I can't even see the chat, but so yeah, we definitely might forget about this Super Bowl for sure. Mixed it. Why you give it a 5?
I love good defense, and I felt like I seen enough good defense to raise it to a 5. But I was so disappointed in so many other aspects of that game. Like Wes said, quarterback play was really bad from the Patriots side of the football. The left tackle was even worse from the Patriots side of the football. I came into this game thinking that Sam Darnold wasn't going to be a game changer. He was going to be a game manager, and that's exactly what he was. You go out there, don't make no mistakes, and don't let this defense be opportunistic and just give your playmakers the ball. And sometimes, Christian Gonzalez had a few plays, stuff like that. But when I think of, I'll say it like this. Y'all remember the year that the Rams won the Super Bowl with Cooper Kupp? Triple Crown year. There was a play in that Super Bowl where Matt Stafford, he throws like a flat route to Darrell Henderson. No, it wasn't even a flat. It wasn't even a flat. It was just like he got him on like a wheel up the sideline. Darrell Henderson catches the ball. And I don't know who it was that was coming to try to hit him. But they run at each other and like they just clash. And both, like, nobody went down. They both kind of just got stood up. Henderson got, like, he stepped out of bounds. So that's what ended the play right there. But it was just like that play made it feel like this is where giants are supposed to meet. You know what I'm saying? And that is not what you felt in any aspect of this game. It wasn't a single play where I felt like that's what I felt coming from this game. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I seen a defense take advantage of bad offensive line play.
Yep.
And
I felt like I seen Drake May look like year one Caleb.
I wouldn't even say that. It was worse than that.
Yeah.
Like year one Sam Darnold. He was out there saying ghosts.
He was I don't know what the hell he was saying because he wasn't throwing the ball, and then when he was throwing it, it wasn't where he wanted to be. And it's like when you look at the game, his number's gonna get inflated. He got almost 300 yards. You know what I'm saying? Sam Darnold.
Did he get close to
295? And wow. Sam Darnold had 202, and they smoked him. Like,
just
I don't know.
That's why it pays to watch the game. King might have said smash that like button. Appreciate you, my guy. Like he said, smash the like button. We got a lot to get into, and like I said, this is not a Seahawks or Patriots show. This is a Bears show, so we're gonna be talking about the Bears and how this relates to the Bears. And I'm gonna just kick it off like this. I saw from the jump, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't watched the Seahawks or the Patriots enough this season, but it looked like a whole lot of Jaquan Brisker and CJ Gardner-Johnson blitzes out there. Looked like I saw a lot of that shit going on, or even if CJ not, if he out, I saw a lot of Kyler. I thought I was seeing ghosts. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like to me. And they was doing it all game, and both sides was doing it. I'm just like Dennis Allen. Good job, because these are two defenses that don't need to blitz. We saw it. Seattle didn't need to blitz. They was getting home with their front four. DeMarcus Lawrence and them dudes was getting to Drake May, but they still did it. DB blitzes, no linebackers. A couple times the linebackers came in, but they was sending Devon Witherspoon on some blitzes, and a lot of those
Will Campbell was drafted 4th overall, by the way.
Yes. I was gonna get to that point because Wes, you remember we was one of the
was talking about
guys.
When I seen him up there, I'm like,
If Will Campbell went out there, if Ozzie Trapillo went out there and looked like that, holy shit, bro, you gotta go sit down. Dan Rochard better be pulling you off the field like he pulled Braxton off the field because his anchor was terrible.
That's who he looked like.
Yeah, he looked like
that's exactly what he looked like. His anchor was terrible.
Man, he couldn't anchor, and he was too slow. Number 7, I think that's Lawrence, was beating him around with edge swim moves. He's beating to the edge. He was dogging Will Campbell. He made him look bad.
Like, one of the top moves,
easy for them.
Just push his ass into the quarterback. And that's push him into the lap of Drake May, because Drake May ain't throwing that motherfucker. He hold on to it, so we're gonna make your own teammate take you out.
Right, Mixon. I don't understand why. I'm like, you just won an AFC championship, Drake May, with your legs. Like, get out, get this. They rattled him. Yeah, when you a statue back there, dude. When you a statue back there, it makes it easy. Like, oh, you're not gonna move. You're not going nowhere. Okay, cool. We're gonna pin our ears back and just come for you.
And the reason why I made that Caleb Williams comparison is because that's what it looks like when you don't trust your blind side.
Yes.
That's exactly what it looks like, 100%.
But see, Drake May, and I don't watch a lot of Drake May. I just hear a lot about Drake May. He looked like he missed out by 1 vote or something like that for MVP. That didn't look like somebody that should even be in the conversation. Now, I don't give a fuck how good that Seahawks defense is. There were answers for the blitz. First of all, when you do blitz, it leaves you vulnerable on the back end. Exactly. He didn't find none of those answers all game long. And even when they didn't blitz, he seemed like he was Nick Foles in the pocket. That's what it seemed like at times. Couldn't move. He stepped up a few times, but I don't know. I don't watch him. But from what I saw today, it was about to be one of the worst performances in Super Bowl history.
I think
now the man salvaged his numbers and almost got to 300, but it was ugly. It was not good. I went with 6 because defense was on full display. Christian Gonzalez made some superstar plays. Superstar plays where the quarterback really threw a nice ball, and he just last second. Wasn't he a All-Pro, Christian Gonzalez? I believe he was. Okay, and he was playing like it. Jackson Smith and Jigba was
like it
on lockdown.
Yeah,
and I'm sure he wasn't shadowing them, but I'm sure they went his way at one point, a few times actually. And he strapped him up. He had on, locked down. So the defense is why I gave it a 6. Other than that, I thought the offense was terrible. Kenneth Walker is the only bright spot. That's why he got MVP, rightfully so. Either that or you give it to what you say, Wes, the whole defense.
Just the whole defense. Whoever won, just give us the whole defense get the trophy.
Yeah, honestly, the Patriots didn't even look prepared. They look like they weren't prepared to play this defense. And you've seen them. You had 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen this defense and you just did not look like y'all ready to play football today. They did what they wanted to do. They did what they wanted to do on offense. Like, no Zach Charbonnet. Kenneth Walker had a field day.
Oh my God, did he? That little motherfucker is strong. Just like he's strong. He's very stout. It's hard to bring him down. You gotta you can't be lazy when it's time to tackle him, or he will make you look bad, and he gonna get extra yards after the contact. I think Chris Collinsworth said, "How many yards this motherfucker got after he already ran backwards?" And then he gained.
He said, I want to know how many yards he averaged backwards before gaining positive yards. Can we get that next gen stat? But like I said, he was Kenneth Walker was so patient out there. It reminded me of like LT or Le'Veon Bell, just like I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to. He never panicked. He was just like, okay, and just was killing those dudes. I'm like,
yeah.
He had almost 100 yards in the first half. This was 95, 97, some mid to high 90s in the first half.
Do we all agree that that's where they got it right with the Super Bowl MVP? Like that's
of course
probably where it should
have of course. 135 yards.
Did he score?
They took a shit back.
That holding call. Yeah, you're right.
Which that would have went for like 40. He would have had somewhere up there in 175, 180 range.
I think they said the first running back to get MVP, Super Bowl MVP since Terrell Davis in 98 or something like that. Close to it. He deserved it. It's a dog. They not gonna let him go. He a free agent, but and the crazy thing about this, that team, I'm gonna look it up real quick. I think they got like 70 million in cap space.
Seattle or the Patriots?
Seattle.
Shit. That's crazy.
Let me just make sure. But I think they have a lot of cap space. So he ain't going nowhere. Hold on, I'm looking this up real quick.
I was just like, go ahead and look it up. But that Patriots defense
73 to 76 million.
73 to 76. That Patriots defense looked slow. Like when I saw Sam Darnold scramble out that pocket that time.
It felt like, well, you talking about from a pass rush standpoint?
I'm just talking about just overall. Like
I was gonna say it felt like the plays that Sam Darnold had incompletions and shit on was like it was kind of on you, bro. The Patriots defense didn't really play spectacular to the point where like Christian Gonzalez had a few plays. They had a few plays where they stopped some of these crossing routes and stuff like that, these short routes where they broke up a pass, but it wasn't like Sam Darnold was just out there cooking y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, get it to your playmakers in space, and they did that. But they were horrendous against the run.
God. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, 6 defense only. That's all I saw today. It was just defense all over the field. And quite frankly, both teams. You mentioned 2 weeks. They had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. And I was thinking at one point, do y'all think 2 weeks is too much to let them prepare? Like, should it be like a regular, you know what I mean? Let's get right to the Super Bowl. Or because I was thinking, I'm like, damn, it's 3-0, and I think the first quarter was gone. Maybe they had too much time to prepare for the. Now it didn't end that way, but I mean, you saw the offenses. I think Darnold and them only had the 1 touchdown, right? And they had field goals
it was 15 straight points off field.
And after that, they just let them run the fuck away.
I was just thinking maybe that's okay. Now that's too much time to prepare for a Super Bowl opponent. Now you know everything they do, and we didn't see many trick plays out there. So I mean, it wasn't like they was bringing in new shit that they really don't run. They was running the same shit that they ran all season.
Yeah,
and both teams was on it defensively. I don't know. Maybe the defense was just that good. I don't know. That was just the thought I had while watching.
But for me, it looked like the only 2 people out there who kind of put their talent, who was up there on their talent level, was Christian Gonzalez and Kenneth Walker. Everybody else, Maybe.
I thought you was going to say from the Patriots only.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying everybody, like everything looked like kind of like it was just like bland. Like nobody really like showed why they are all pro. If you're all pro,
there's no superstars out
for
there.
the Pro Bowl. There's no superstars out there. You know, it's like that run that they pulled back on Kenneth Walker was like, how did y'all let? And I get the holding call, but I think even if Buddy didn't even hold him, because I watched the replay, he would have still got it.
You didn't think it was a hold? Oh, you saying okay? No. Somebody asked me about the hold. I was like, that shit looked like a clear hold.
Yeah, it was a hold, but I felt like even if Buddy didn't even hold him, he probably gonna break that out.
Yeah, you felt that way about the whole game, to be honest, because he was doing what he wanted to do. But what I do got something to say real quick while I'm thinking about it, because it's hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Hello.
Good morning. You called me?
I called you on accident, Grandma.
Oh, okay. All right.
My bad. Good night. Oh man,
sleep.
No, she was over here watching the Super Bowl and shit. She don't even watch football. She was just over here because family was there. But anyways, it's two groups of people that's gonna be mad about this game. Group number one, everybody that said that the Bears fucked up when they took Caleb Williams and they should have took Drake May or Jayden Daniels. Y'all gonna be mad as hell because Jayden Daniels is fragile as a stick, and Drake May, he not only did he not look good in this game, he did not look good throughout this playoff series. Like the postseason was not good for Drake May. So they gonna be mad, but who really gonna be mad? Them people in Minnesota.
Punching the air as we speak.
I can hear what's his name yelling Drake May to your ass when I was slamming the comments when you was on that podcast.
Well, I actually tweeted him, and he actually was trying to act like he didn't know what I was talking about. He was trying, I guess he said Zoe, he was actually rooting for Sam Darnold. And I'm like, get your ass on.
Zoe literally was screaming Drake May name to you for 45 minutes straight. And I was just like, I know y'all pissed. And then, you know, throughout Pro Bowl weekend, you got all these Vikings players coming out saying, yeah, we made the wrong decision at quarterback, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, hard time to be y'all. But hard to watch for the fans, honestly. Like, for the last football game of the season, and we got to wait some months to see football again, this is a sour note to end it on for sure.
And Vikings fans are, look, and we've talked about this, they're delusional. Like, you know, we respect their content creators and, you know, do y'all thing, but y'all just out there saying shit just to say shit. And we're going to call it out every time because, look, I get it. You can hope or you can like somebody and still a player and still acknowledge their flaws and downfalls. You can't sit here and keep calling this dude 9 and he fucking sucks. You can't tell me you're glad you kept 9 and let that Super Bowl champion walk out. You're happy about that? Come on, man. Like, this shit is idiotic and is beyond me. Wasn't they saying JJ McCarthy was better than Caleb at one point during this? It's crazy. This is why you have to watch who you listen to and then just call that bullshit out. I would call them idiots every single time. Stop disrespecting the game. If you're a fan, you're a fan. You like 9, that's fine. But stop acting like he's in the upper echelon of football quarterbacks because he's 9. You comparing him to Caleb, like even Sam Darnold, he can't hold Sam Darnold jockstrap. If y'all had Sam Darnold, I'm gonna say this: if they had Sam Darnold, they make the playoffs for sure with that defense that they had. Defense wins championship. I don't know if they would have won it, but they make the playoffs. They needed that defense. Won them all 9 games they won this year. So
I mean, like he would have. I don't know. I'm done with the NFC North other teams, but I do want to throw this out there because I said it and then my phone pinged and you texted. I said, so this is y'all motherfucking coach of the year.
Yeah, that too, man. Because
y'all gave my coach 1 first place vote. And like we said, we was in a group chat. Oh my! At least at the end, at least in the second half. Hey, what Ben Johnson say in the preseason? I'm going rogue. You know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna go rogue. It's a Super Bowl. Why not? Just go rogue. And it was just so bad, and it's just so terrible. Like
they came out at halftime lifeless, like, and it's an extended halftime too, because you got this long ass show and the ceremony and all this other stuff. It felt like they came out and Mike Vrabel took them in the locker room and didn't say none of the right shit to them. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. But it's funny that you bring that up, Wes, the coach of the year thing, because it seems like when the NFL honors came up, everybody forgot all that Patriot strength of schedule shit they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like they talked about the Patriots basically having the easiest path to get to this point, and they take it there, and it's like, oh, he's great, he's this, but y'all didn't go through no gauntlet. And when y'all went against these teams, like, first of all, Bo Nix is, you know, like he's better than Drake May, but Sam Darnold is better than both of them. He didn't even play against Bo Nix. He played against Jarrett Stidham, and they won by 3. They only scored 10.
They tried to blame it on the snow, but you play in New England. Like, what are we talking about?
Exactly. Like you're in Boston, you're in Massachusetts, and you got a quarterback that's not weather adverse. That's crazy because we got somebody, and y'all talked about how 20 degrees was the coldest game he ever played in, and he killed the Packers in it. So I don't get that. I don't get that. It makes me question some of the stuff that they did with these top 10 picks. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if y'all looked at this on Friday night when y'all was live, but you was talking about Ben Johnson only getting 1 first place vote. Here's the top 5. Mike Vrabel obviously won it, 19 first place votes.
There's Liam Cohen too.
Liam Cohen was number 2 with 16 first place votes. Jacksonville Jaguars coach. Okay. Mike McDonald was 3 with 8 first place votes. Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl champion. And then Ben Johnson came in at 4 with 1 first place vote. Kyle Shanahan was 5 with 6 first place votes. Now he had 6 first place votes, but Ben, more than Ben, but Ben obviously had more overall.
Yeah.
But to be 4 for Ben Johnson on that list, it's crazy to me. It shows me the disrespect that we about to, still be receiving going into 2026, 2027 season. And it doesn't make sense because they're taking all of our assistants and all of our coaching staffs. People on our coaching staff under Ben Johnson, even the ones that didn't leave, they still got it.
Interviewed exactly. Everybody but our DC, I think, probably got an interview. I think Randall probably is the only one that didn't get one. Randall and Dennis, that's it. And that's just like, and honestly, I'm just letting people know how, disrespectful it is. And I've said it before on this podcast, and I'm going to say it again. I do not know why the NFL hate the Chicago Bears. We created probably there's going to be $1 trillion industry in the next 2 years because y'all going to Paris and Australia and y'all going all over the world to play these games, and y'all getting all the 9 games out the country. Y'all finna be making dollars, pesos, francs, and every type of currency that you can with this league. And it's like, why y'all hate us? Why y'all just can't just? And I think Ben Johnson see that. I think Caleb realized that. I think this Bears teams and these guys kind of realize, like, okay, so we're gonna have to make
exactly. You know what, Wes? These people from other places, they don't know. But Chicago love disrespect. We love it. We love it. Like, come in here with that shit because keep it like just keep disrespecting because you're gonna fuck around and find out, and you're gonna find out when it's too late. When it's too late for you to jump ship, when it's too late for you to try to get on board and ride the roller coaster with us, all of it is gonna be too late. Like the fact that Ben Johnson in year one had his OC, who's basically gonna be the youngest OC in the league now. He gets moved up to call and play. Like, you already extending the tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you come in here and you still replace him with other vets to this, like people that's been here in positions like this before. Like, and we're gonna get into that stuff a little bit later, but like, they hate to see us making all the right moves. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, y'all gonna keep hating instead of acknowledging, and that's, you know, it's gonna be our downfall. But we love it though. We love being counted out.
I just really hope Caleb, not Ben Johnson. I'm gonna leave him out of this list. Caleb watched that today and had that feeling that I had, even though I don't even play for the Bears, but had that feeling like, okay, I want to be there. I want to. All day long, it was fucking promos about Mike Vrabel life and this player's life and where he came from and this and that and third, where he was, his record.
Yeah, had 68 sacks and shit. I don't fuck all that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? and I hope Caleb was watching this and it fueled him and motivated him. But not just Caleb. Ryan Poles as well. So you can now see, like you did, like the offense you have constructed and put together is a Super Bowl offense compared to what we saw out there today from those two teams, or even any team that made the playoffs. Your offense was probably if top 3, if not the best. The last 4 teams in this playoffs, Broncos, Patriots, Rams, Seahawks, they have defenses. They have defensive lines. They have DBs that if, like, just say, I don't know, it is fucking snowing outside. They gonna be able to travel. Your defense travels. You're on a site where there's no home team. Your defense will travel and get the job done for you. If your quarterback a little antsy, a little nervous, your defense, they just go out there and hit. You have to look and see this landscape of the playoffs, the Final Four, and even the Super Bowl game, and no, you need a defense. And if you can put together a defensive front that can get to the quarterback with 4, like Seattle did, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Man, you can't beat that. Jalen Johnson would love it. Tyreek would love it. Nahshon here, still, he'll love it. Kevin Byard, they'll all love it. Honestly, I think they got to find a way to keep this defense intact as much as they can while adding to it, if that makes sense. I know we've been hearing a lot about how it's going to look so different, the roster, but what Dennis Allen was able to do, and because he knew his team. We had a lot of holes, but he knew his team.
They went out there with his fucking playbook.
Exactly. Yeah, they definitely did. Both teams did. If you can find a way to keep majority of this defense together and just add to it, man, I think we're gonna have a top 10, top 8 defense next season. But you gotta figure it out.
Because you gotta watch that, and as a Bears fan, you really can't help but think we were closer than what we realized.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Because God, bro, like, okay, Seattle does have a really good defense, but our offense don't look like that in the fucking Patriots. Like, Caleb's gonna make some shit shake. Like, he gonna make something happen, bro.
In the fourth, and I'm like, if this was the Bears, I don't think anybody would feel like this game was out of reach. Like, we'll be happy. Like damn.
And it's crazy because Seattle kind of opened the door for the Patriots to come in, and I kind of set up like, okay, those 2 passes. I'm like, okay, do you see it now? Like, can y'all see that y'all can come back on? And then it was just like, I don't know. It was just like, it was just like, it was like, it's like they was defeated on 5 field goals. Like, y'all felt defeated on 5 field goals. Caleb would have been like, I'm scoring 21. I'm finna go score 21, 8 minutes in the fourth.
Y'all still let me hang around? Oh, bet. Hey,
Yeah.
Hold my beer. Oh my fucking beer.
Oh my,
soon, like I think we would have, like, even if we looked like what the Patriots looked like in the first half, second half we weren't coming out like that.
Oh,
they came out flat. Drake made because and here's where I like, this is the reason why I say what I just said. Like I said, when I first said that, like, what you've seen today out of Drake May is what you see out of a quarterback that don't trust a blind spot.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what Caleb looked like when he didn't trust his blind spot. And it was totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like, Caleb is still challenging the defense. When you know what I'm saying? Like, Braxton Jones is over there or whatever, and it was like, Caleb, he know that shit not holding up. You know what I'm saying? But Caleb was he was putting up yards. He was using his feet. He was doing all these things. Like, we seen Drake May basically, like, they rattled his cage quick, and he just never recovered from that. He never recovered from it. He threw 2 picks, right? Then he gets stripped or something. Like,
I think he had a fumble too. Because that defensive touchdown,
when he slapped the ground after he lost the ball or whatever.
Yeah, he threw the pick. He threw 2 interceptions. The one that went returned, buddy.
It was considered an interception. Yeah.
And then he got the fumble that I forgot who recovered it, but continue. They really didn't like Bad Bunny, huh? I get it. I get it. And I get it. You can't understand what the man's saying. You can't. I mean, you couldn't. I don't know Spanish. I couldn't. I've been to a Mexican bar before. I have. And
I was gonna say Bad Bunny lit, so.
What? We was in that bitch lit, didn't understand a lick of words because the vibe was right. And I get it though. I get it. Horrible is crazy. Like I said, if you can't feel that vibe just because you can't, don't go. I advise you to stay your American ass in America. Don't go out the country because you're gonna have a terrible time. Ain't no English out there. So,
but yeah, like what you were saying, Mix, was about, like, for me, and the thing that kind of just blew me, and I even said it more early on in the game, I'm like, at some point, I'm thinking that Vrabel's gonna say, "Hey, Drake, just go do Drake May stuff."
When they threw the touchdown to Mac Hollins, I thought it was okay. Here we go.
That's what I was saying too. Like, roll out. You don't trust your line.
Minutes to get there.
You don't trust your line. All that kind of stuff. Get out the pocket. Caleb knew that all his rookie year. I'm getting out the pocket.
Good point.
But if Drake May can use his feet, why you ain't setting up him to roll right then? His left gonna keep fucking collapsing like a bag of chips with nothing in it. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, you see, I don't know. And the Bears use a lot of rollouts for Caleb where he's rolling left, rolling right. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of the pocket, using his feet because that's where he's comfortable at. Drake May, like, he not huge. Like, he not Ben Roethlisberger, but he's not little. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Drake May, you've seen him use his feet before. Sometimes he tries to use his size, but they was rattling that man cage to where, like, he couldn't even think that far. That's where but Mike Vrabel, as coach of the year, you got to know, like, man, this left is collapsing. I'm talking to Will Campbell, but we ain't getting what we need. I need to roll Drake right. I need to roll him right. I need to roll him right. I need to do something that's going to take the air out of the defense from that side.
Yes, and he was flat for, like, a lot of the times. It was like he was just standing there, like just a statue, like, not, like some quarter they had that little bounce, they would pat the ball a little bit. It was like he was standing there as this pocket just shrunk continuously every time, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are y'all like? It was too easy. It was too easy.
my bad. Go ahead, Wes.
No, I was just saying, I get it that the Seahawks got a good defense. Their defense was getting to them. They sacked them 6 times. But this was one of those games I looked at, and I don't think he should have been sacked 6 times, maybe twice.
I gotta go back and look at that Seahawks secondary and what they was doing in that game, because I'm just like, are you going out there and not knowing what you're seeing? Are you going out there and not being able to are you not being able to read the defense? Like, what is causing you to just not catch some of these reads? Because
that all 22 gonna be gold.
You had one to the left. We talked about this. I think Mark Rob, you texted us in the group where he just missed a little wide open sail route.
And when they were backed up in the end zone,
yes,
he would have still been running with that ball.
Like, I don't know what it is that he was seeing, or I don't know if his eyes was on his left tackle trying to make sure nobody was coming, or he was not getting pushed into his lap. I don't know what he was looking at, but he clearly wasn't looking at the right things today.
Seattle heated Drake May up all game, and everybody talked. Look, we defended this all season, fellas, all season. Everybody talked about our schedule and how we ain't beat nobody, but realistically, the Patriots had the easiest schedule in the league. They really did.
Yeah.
Regardless of if anybody, this ain't opinion, that's a fact based off win-loss record. They had the easiest schedule in the league, and they played a team that won how many? 14, 13 games? I don't know, something like that. They won a lot of fucking games. You didn't look good against Denver. You won that. You didn't look good. You played Stidham. Probably would have lost with Bo Nix on the field. Yeah. Who did they play the first game? Was it Buffalo? Who did they play the first game? Jacksonville? No, Jacksonville played Buffalo. I don't know who they beat. I don't know who they beat the first round, but you beat Denver. You probably should have lost that game. You faced this team today. No snow, none of that. Starting quarterback, you got whooped. It looked bad. You probably should have got shut out. You really probably should have.
Definitely.
But everybody told us we ain't beat nobody, but they let him skate and continue to beat ass all season and praise him and almost give him the MVP award. But we ain't beat nobody. That shit is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I was hoping for y'all know. I think I said it 2 weeks ago. I did not want the Patriots to win this game. I really did not. With the Mike Vrabel angle, which Wes, that was my number one coaching candidate for the Bears. He was number one, and Ben Johnson was number 2. But very happy with Ben Johnson. But then Drake May, just like if Jaden Daniels was there, I did not want him to win either. Did not want Bo Nix to win. Didn't want nobody in that class to win it. Didn't even want him to get there. He got there. Congratulations, but I didn't want him to win it. So I'm glad he lost. Showed his true colors. They got exposed today. You didn't play it wasn't an easy schedule today. It wasn't an easy game today. You got your ass whooped.
47 regular season sacks, 15 postseason sacks. That's what Drake May had.
And if you include the night, that number goes to 21, I believe.
No, that is included. Oh, wait, no, you might be right.
You could have
21 because he took 6 today.
That's what was that? 67, 68 sacks? That
sounds something like Caleb, don't it? Sounds something like Caleb, don't it? Except when Caleb did it, he had 3,500 yards, and he looked pretty formidable.
Well, I thought he did. A lot of people thought he sucked as a rookie, but I thought he was balling as a rookie. But Benjamin, I'm right there with you. Happy you didn't get that ring before Caleb. It's gonna be like that all career long with these 3, especially Caleb, Jaden, and Drake May. For me, at least, I'm petty like that. It's competition. It is what it is, and I got my wish. So let me ask y'all this before we move on. Then either Bears versus Seattle, and I think we might have covered this a little bit. Either Bears versus Seattle in the conference, or Bears versus Patriots, because that defense was formidable too. How do y'all think we would have fared up against them on either side of the ball with our offense, defense? However, do y'all how do y'all think we would have played against them?
If we would have won against the Seattle Seahawks in the conference championship and won, we would have had a fucking walk in the park in the Super Bowl, because I like that. again, you said it earlier. What the hell? What they ran today in terms of Seattle's defense was Dennis Allen's defense. I don't think that. I don't think it's a matter of whether or not if our pass rushers hold. Will Campbell sucked. So if he played like he did today, we would have smoked him. Fucking Austin Booker would have been getting off like he was getting off against fucking Jordan Love. But the Seahawks defense is tougher. I just don't think that I don't think that defense could hold Caleb. I don't think that they could put him in a position to where we're scoreless in the first half and we only come out and I think that we would give them much more of a challenge, and that's why I think the game would have been easy because Sam Darnold was 50% on the game, 19 for 38. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't spectacular, but Drake May was not good at all. And I think Caleb Williams would have had a better game. They would have made it more challenging. They would have made some of these decisions a little bit differently. Even if they would have went up 12-7 at halftime, it's a completely different ball game. You know what I'm saying? They was fighting for field goals out of halftime. You come out and you get put on another 3 and out. So,
yeah, no, the same thing. Like I said, I get how good their defense is, but you seen what Caleb do against pressure.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, with let's just say hypothetically, right, JJ, Nation or whatever was locking up JSN like Christian Gonzalez kind of was doing them. You're done. But though they secondary, I don't think they could handle. I remember. I mean, how many tight ends caught the ball the whole entire game? Maybe 10 catches for both teams with their tight ends. I know one of them caught a touchdown, I believe, for Seattle.
AJ Barron or something like that.
Barron or something. I think I seen Hooper catch a couple all the time. Coast and Loveland with both of them, both teams, both teams. Pages he would have let them up. And I even texted that one catch. I think Sam Darnold threw the buddy, and it was like the defender was on his back. And he was reaching out for it, and I was like, DJ would have made that catch.
Even the yards after catch opportunities that Pop had, Luther Burden, give him an opportunity where he's shaking. We've seen him do it before, where they tried to give Demario Douglas a little slant across the middle, take it, do a little quick stop, cut back the other way. This is Luther Burden kit, except he gonna really try to make some pop. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's a great question because honestly, I just don't the team that had to take us out of the playoffs is the ones that did, because if they didn't, I don't really see either one of these other teams being able to pull it off.
And I'm with you, Mix. If we got past the Seahawks, we would have had, I don't know, against that Patriots team, we probably have 40.
You just gotta imagine, because then I imagine Joe Thuney would have stayed at left. You gotta imagine they not about to let that front four do that. Joe Thuney, Dahlman, even Jordan McFadden, he played good at left guard. You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta think that shit ain't gonna work. First of all, you're gonna have to blitz. And what we do is hunt big plays. Drake May checks it down a lot. They like to give it to their running back. They like to do. We don't do that.
They're gonna work against the blitz. They're gonna fight right into it and find a hole.
And we gonna keep on slinging. We ain't gonna stop. It seems like the Patriots started to go a little late with the deep shot hunting, and it didn't work with Matt Collins. But after that, it's I don't know. Drake May, I guess, didn't take the shots deep. Caleb was gonna take shots. He was gonna give them opportunities. The wide receivers opportunities all game. So, and then I do.
It felt like they was running a quick game.
New England,
the Patriots, yeah.
Hell yeah, they had to. They was running out of time for sure,
and it wasn't even quick enough. It was still slow.
It was still slow, and I said Seattle's playing it soft. They're trying to stop it from score touchdown. Like you said, put the ball in Douglas' hand, short slant. You know what I mean?
Is that the Cuddy?
Oh man,
Little West.
Y'all young, y'all got it. Y'all got y'all young
man,
enough
look,
for that,
I
man.
still only had one Cutwater ever, and them motherfuckers.
Them
motherfuckers. Them took the world by storm like Taylor Port did.
Yeah.
Taylor Port had a little run. I ain't even had that before, but anyway.
But yeah, like I'm like I said, at that point after Drake May threw that, and then they had that little quick game that's playing that kind of soft. I'm like, dude, give it to playmakers. Go for Yak. You know what I mean? Like get because the middle of the field was wide open across the field. Just dump it down, take it in. I think it was like 8.5 minutes probably left too, or something like that. I'm like, this way you force Seattle to actually start playing, because and for me it's like Seattle didn't have to really play football. They was just watching y'all just be incompetent the whole entire game.
That was like walkthrough shit that they was doing.
Yeah, we was over here like, is this a preseason game? Is this
where was the shit? Like, okay, I guess maybe we're privileged right now because we got a head coach that's gonna bring that shit.
He gonna sauce you up. Yeah.
What the fuck was that? We didn't see none of that from neither team, but I get the head coach on
duo run right here.
Like, what the fuck? Do you think Ben Johnson was finna allow you to keep on teeing off on him? Hell no, man. Hell no. Exactly, Chris Maddox. That's what we talking about right now. If we don't talk about the defense side of the ball, how our defense was fair, makes it. Answer this question for me. Do you feel like that offense for those two teams? What the fuck was his name? I don't know his first name. I'll just say Chris Booty.
Keyshawn Booty.
Who?
Keyshawn Booty.
Keyshawn
Booty. Fucking Demario Douglas
and Pop.
Stephon Diggs and who? Who was the other guy?
Pop Douglas. That's Demario Douglas.
Demario Douglas.
Okay, so those are those guys, and let's go to Seattle side. Coop, obviously, Cooper Kupp, JSN is, and then Coop is. You saw what we did to those type of wide receivers,
right?
And in LA. So then, who else they got? They had Shaheed, right? The fast guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, he might. Well, JSN would have been a little issue, but are those guys that we named from the Patriots side or the Seahawks side better than what LA presented with?
There was no Puka. Not Puka. Not.
No, I don't really think. I think the wide receiver group that we went against with the Rams is the best out of the three that we put into that conversation. But I will say this: I think the hidden part about it is a lot of it has to do with who the quarterback is, because as much as you do got JSN and Cooper Kupp and Rashid Shaheed, and you got some ballers around you, let's keep him, like we was talking about it. Like Gonzalez made some great plays, and some of them was just Sam Darnold's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like he almost had a diving pick because Sam Darnold just threw it short. You got to, like, with the people that we have on our defense and the way that our defense, like they've been opportunistic enough, and they like these head up type of physical matchups with these receivers to where, like, I don't know, like I feel like we would have came away with some of those. Even then, we went against the Rams and we didn't come away with any of them, but we should have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we would have been able to force a takeaway or two against Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
And not let him just manage the game. So I don't think those receivers would have been enough. Like they good like JSN, best receiver in the league this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I can go out there and discredit what he did during the regular season. Right. I'm just saying it's not like you got an all-star quarterback behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah, and like you were saying, like Matt Stafford. Now I think one of the reasons we didn't, get those innocence cap, because everybody know Matt Stafford, prototype, quarterback. He knows, like, I'm gonna put the ball where either it's gonna be an incompletion or my guy's gonna catch it. Sam Darnold had some passes in there that it was, ooh, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You
got away with one.
Yeah, you slip and you're like, oh damn, I almost fell. He had a bunch of those moments in the game. And Drake May has some, I'm gonna say it. He had some I don't give a fuck passes.
That last interception for
that was crazy. Like I seen him like try to like pop a ball up, and it was like a kind of Russell Wilson, that moon ball or how they call it, but it didn't go 60 yards. It was only like 20 yards, so it went like straight up and came like straight down. I'm just like, what are you like? What are you doing, dude? Like what is going on? This
you don't know what's crazy. I'm sorry to cut you off, Wes.
No, it just looked bad. I'm just over talking about the Super Bowl like this.
I'm sorry. Because you was talking about the footballs that he was throwing, and I was going to speak on the hospital ball he threw to Hunter Henry in the end zone. I just Google searched Hunter Henry's name, and this is what pops up. Hold on, let me take this off so I can show it to you. But this is what pops up when I search up Hunter Henry's name.
Yeah.
All you do is like I didn't type in nothing but his name, and that's what popped up. That's crazy because that was like that was like if you could pretty much sum up what his throws in the fourth quarter, like late when they was trying to mount a comeback at the end, what they looked like. It looked like he was just in give up mode. Well, I mean, like the game is lost. The game is lost. Honestly, it wasn't nothing you could do about it. What was it?
Right.
14-29 with 3 minutes left.
When they scored that touchdown, right? I think what to make it 7-19, right? And Wes, you said it'd be funny if they get it 3 and out. They didn't get the 3 and out, but they got the punt.
They got the punt, right?
And it was like, all right, now here we go. Now, like your defense is good enough to get you this ball back a couple more times, especially if you reward them. They're gonna be even more willing to go out there and play hard for you. The motherfucker threw that interception we talking about, or was it a fumble? Was it the fumble?
No, that was it was a pick. They said he threw it. It got deflected and somebody caught it off the deflection.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna rewatch it and do the all-22 just so I can, just because it's football, right? Facts, and just to see it. But dude, crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, because I just want. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just tired of ranting about this. Y'all know how I get. I'm tired of ranting about it. I don't know. I ain't even gonna comment on it. You say what?
I was gonna tell Main Road 200. We put your comment up here. We're gonna comment on it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, ring that bell. Make sure it come up on your screen. By the way, remember you in here, but yeah, I mean, have at it.
That was my comment. What the hell is you talking about? We're gonna take you back off screen though, because Sherry,
I don't get it.
Little West.
What up, Sherry? What up, my guy? I appreciate you jumping in here. Did y'all see this? This is the Super Bowl. Kind of off topic, but I saw this and I just thought it was interesting. Keenan Allen was asking, everybody getting interviewed and everything. So
yeah, I saw this.
You saw this?
Yes, sir.
Keenan Allen was talking about his time with the Chicago Bears. Let me make sure you can hear this.
You being in Chicago for a year. I know Ben Johnson's now in there, had a very successful season. Caleb Williams was a quarterback. You were around him. Were you surprised by their success this year?
Oh, absolutely not. When I was there, the team that we had, a lot of talent. Just thought we was kind of held back just by. I won't give the
coaching.
I won't give the specifics, but we were kind of held back. The roster was definitely, in a good place to where we could have did some things as they did this year. Definitely hats off to them. They did a great job.
You being in Chicago for a year.
I just saw that. Like I said, it's off topic. I saw that. I just wanted to get it on the screen. Talk. See, when Keenan Allen left here, I seen a portion of the fan base. I wish Keenan Allen was on this 25. I ain't gonna go that far.
Not that far.
I ain't gonna go
not that far, Benjamin. Not that.
But it was evident. It was obvious what this team had and what this team could accomplish and how good the roster was. Even though look, I'm only every time I did not like what Ryan Poles was doing. I don't like Ryan Poles. I still would have fired him. But look, he's doing a little something. He got the head coach, and this offseason gonna be key. But that man said held back. We was being held back, and he was one of the dudes that wasn't it him and Mercedes, right, Wes, that told us about the non-scripted
plays. They said we've been in the league a long time and we never seen a team run like not scripted in the first 15 plays or like the first 2 series, having your script, for 15 to 20 plays of what I was going to do. And it's kind of what Ben Johnson said when he came in. This is not a Super Bowl team. It wasn't a Super Bowl organization, but that was his job to turn it into one. And I think he did a good job. But we all kind of knew that, and I kind of knew it coming in. I tried to give grace and be like, okay, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
But when stuff started to come out, the thing that I hated about that season, Caleb Williams rookie season, is more people was worried about Caleb painting his nails, what he does off of the field, all that kind of stuff, and less worried about why the fuck Matt Eberflus ain't a good fucking head coach. Why the fuck Shane Waldron fucking sucks. Why we can't who is man, like just the coaches, all of them.
About people like Main Road 200.
Yeah, like all those people. We saw what's his name? The dude that I forgot his name. I can't think of his name. The running backs coach.
Main Road, huh?
Yeah, like the running backs coach. You talking about, my young boy half of your running backs didn't even run the ball that season. You had one guy, and he's already a veteran who proved himself on 2 different teams already. So that's just all you're talking about. Your young guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you go get a good running back coach like Eric Bieniemy and then see what the difference is. You know what I mean? You go get a good wide receivers coach and all this other kind of stuff. And now you see when the grown-ups is taking control and holding people accountable and like, hey, look, we get it. And that was another thing, like we said it, Mark Rob, when we lost to Washington. I was saying like Stevenson should be the whole game. And like, who gonna step up? It doesn't matter. You have to build that culture of mistakes will be punished. We saw it in the offseason when Ben Johnson first got here. When the first stringers was out there doing tries, go sit down. I will bench my whole entire first string if y'all out there bullshit. I will let the second string do it. Because if y'all gonna look like second stringers, I might as well put the second stringers out there. That's how you run. That's how you lead people. It has to be some type of hierarchy. And Flus didn't have that in him. Like he didn't have that hierarchy thing. He wanted to be cool and nice and I don't know.
I'm right with you. Like we went through this whole saga together. He came in with that. I don't know if y'all remember, but like I think it was his first training camp. Was it Jalen Johnson that he made run with the twos? Yeah. I think it was Jalen Johnson whom he made run with the twos in training camp for like a week or whatever, because I'm sure Jalen Johnson might have been late to a meeting or just thought he was this or just wasn't, jogging or whatever. But he made him run with the twos, so he was holding people accountable. That shit went out the window. It was all a facade. His principle was a facade. That shit was for show and it was fraudulent. And it came out. This lets you know how Bears fans be all over the place. You never know what, if you ask a Bears fan these like basic questions like this: what do you think of Caleb? What did you think of Justin? Did you like Eberflus? Do you like Ben Johnson? Like those 4, like you don't like, they should be like simple answers, but you never fucking know. where a Bears fan will go with those 4 questions. Like, we talking about Keenan sucked ass and this and that and the third because his numbers and drops. It was some weird. I don't know what he's talking about.
They all got their favorite negative stat or their negative thing about a player. They hold on to it. They hold on to it.
As far as what Keenan said, I'll just say this. I guess I was a little bit surprised because
the narrative that was that he hated Chicago or he didn't like
he was ready to bounce.
Yeah, that was the narrative that was out there. But keep going here.
But
go ahead.
That was really all I was gonna say. Was just like it just felt like they, tried to set it in stone, like Keenan ready to bounce. But I don't like I don't know. I don't think I really expected Keenan Allen to come in and be a 1,000-yard receiver. He came in, you know what I'm saying? I expected him to be like the veteran option that Caleb can connect with. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he kind of did that to some capacity, as much as you can do it in a very disorganized organization, if that's what you want to call it. But I mean, I feel like not too much I don't really feel like it's too much to draw from it per se. But
I mean, Keenan led our team in passing yards. I think he led us in receptions. Was he a yak god? No. I mean, he's old. But not only that, but Caleb said that he was the best player he ever played with. Simple. Now I'm sure that's more. It goes further than on the field. I'm sure he saw that man's routine that he's had for the last 15 plus years of his career. He's like, man, you are dedicated to your craft. You are dedicated to what you put into your body, whatever the fuck it may have been. I'm sure it went further than just on the field. But I mean, Keenan was nice for the Chicago Bears.
Yes.
At $24 million that we gave him, no.
But, like you said, he led us, and I thought he said maybe. I think it was receptions for sure, and I think it was yards too. I think so too. But then he missed the first month. He missed all of September too, and he still had those kind of numbers. And honestly, I don't care how you feel about what he said. And I respect the fact that he respects the Bears enough to say, I ain't gonna give y'all too many details.
Yeah, I mean,
but I'm gonna give y'all the aura of the thing. And we said this on this podcast for like 13 straight weeks that this team should have been better.
Yep.
Caleb rookie year. Even with the shitty ass offensive line. And I know people want to say offensive line, they still had the talent outside of that offensive line with Caleb, with Keenan, with Ron, with DJ, with, you know what I'm saying, like with all of these faults and all this kind of stuff, you still had a really good, talented team that year. All you had to do was move the chess pieces in the right spot. And they did it and they wouldn't, and it was just showing up in so many different obvious areas. It's like, why are you not calling timeout? Why are you not disciplining this player? Why are you not telling them to shut up and podcast? Why, you know what I mean? Like, why are you not holding, you know what I'm saying? And it just
I bet Ben said that podcast shit, that shit is done. Everybody doing the podcast, we ain't doing that. Y'all not doing that shit. Like we got to focus on football first.
Yeah.
I think he was too big for them, for that coaching staff. I think his stardom that he came in as, the hype around it, he was too big because they gave him too much free reign as a rookie quarterback because of the whole, the generational this and that and the third. They weren't strong enough to be able to, discipline Caleb, so to speak. I'm sure Ben Johnson not having those issues with Caleb at all right now because Caleb is a year in. He's grown up now, but I'm sure if Ben was here as a rookie head coach with that quarterback as a rookie, I think he would have disciplined Caleb when he needed to multiple times because Caleb told Thomas Brown, he didn't say get the fuck out of my face, but basically, I don't want to hear it. But I mean, this is the third substitute teacher that you've had. Like, you don't care about, like, dude, you're not even finna be here after these next 3 games. What are we talking about? You trying to tell me? I get it. I understand it.
But even with Thomas Brown, you saw some movement. You saw some. We had some. Look, we had a post at some point in time, and I think that they thought that Caleb, the generational talent, the superstar that was coming in, was probably gonna say their job. We don't have to do that. He's great. He's supposed to be the greatest. Like, that's what Ryan Post told him. He said, "We're taking Caleb no matter what, no matter who he wants to go to." And then, I feel like Flus and them, and I don't want to say if they kind of wanted to sabotage Caleb, because before he got drafted, he didn't talk about the Bears organization in the biggest light. And he said, "Oh man, I like Kevin O'Connell, and I idolize Aaron Rodgers." It's like, but this guy probably don't get no. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that was it. I don't know. But what I do know for a fucking fact, Mark Robb mixed it. Ace, shit, all the people that's in chat, they didn't even fucking try. They didn't even try. They did not even try with Caleb. I saw it firsthand. I thought it was me, Mark Robb. Y'all remember that season? And everybody tell him, "Hey, Wes, stop going to games." Like, you know what I mean? Like something, like some beautiful. But as stuff started coming out, I'm starting to realize, like, it wasn't even. They didn't even try.
No, Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Remember we played the Seahawks last year, and it was like 3-3 or 3-9. I kind of a little bit see why we couldn't get no motherfucking points on that goddamn team. We was dysfunctional. Wow. We hated each other, and that's the defense we had to go up against. I kind of see why. I was just thinking about that. Like, damn, I see why we only put up 3 points. Wes, I know you saw this. I want to put this up real quick. Because what the fuck is his name? What the fuck is his name from American Gangster?
The movie?
Oh, what is his name?
Who, Denzel Washington?
Denzel, yeah.
Yeah, Denzel Washington. Yeah.
No, but the character, oh my God.
Frank Lucas. He played Frank Lucas in that, yeah.
Frank motherfucking Lucas. Look out! This is when he walked into that boxing arena. Remember when he get to the boxing match?
Yeah, that's when the feds got on him.
That's when the feds got on him. Look at your boy.
Look
at your boy.
Look. That's what I said. Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, Shit.
That's what you doing,
man.
Hey, that don't even seem like something he'd come with, but he came with it.
She did all that. Look, she did all of that. She was like, "You gonna wear this." He's like, "Yeah," and she like, "And I'm gonna wear the red bag so that it pops on my side."
Damn, Benjamin, have some fun with it. God damn. It's just like when everybody was doing the CGI pictures or the chat GPT pictures.
I don't understand what that even means. Frank Lucas is a fraud.
Yeah. It's like when everybody was doing the chat GPT work pictures or whatever. Everybody was like, "Oh, y'all contaminating somebody water somewhere or whatever." It's like, God damn. You might be right, but like, come on. Everybody can't. We can't, for every action, there's a reaction. Simple. It's gonna be like that. But let's talk about the Bears. And the Bears made a few moves. Got a new running back coach to replace Eric Bieniemy. We got a new offensive coordinator. You say what?
I said a really good one, apparently. That running back coach.
Well, let's get into it. I think this happened a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Eric Studesville.
Is it Studesville? Is that how you pronounce it?
Is it Studesville? It might be Stu. Yeah, it might be Stu. Yes. Eric Studesville.
Dude with an S.
You say what?
I said dude with an S.
I got you. Eric Studesville formerly let's pull this one up first. Before he came here, so last year, I'm gonna just go last year, yeah, Miami Dolphins. He was the associate head coach, co-offensive coordinator, and the running backs coach, running game coordinator. We all know who is the Dolphins running back. I actually think they had a decent committee the last few years, 2 or 3 years, with Raheem Mostert there as well.
Devon Achane with Raheem, yep.
And look, we in Chicago, we have went through plenty of running back coaches. Before Eric Bieniemy, who was it? The loud dude on Hard Knocks.
That's what I'm talking about. What's his name?
Was it like Morton something?
Morton, yeah, something. Chad Morton, was it Chad
Morton?
Chad Morton, yeah, Chad Morton. Yeah.
He was a rah guy too, you know what I mean? But I'm
gonna put my young guys on you.
Yeah, you were.
None of your young guys played the whole fucking season. One of them was out with concussion. The other one tore his ACL.
Whatever he was saying didn't resonate with that group to translate to the on the field, because DeAndre Swift was there too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, DeAndre Swift was there. Mm-hmm. I just remember that.
It just didn't resonate. But this dude, Eric Stoodsville, survived multiple regimes, going all the way back to the Adam Gase regime. We know Adam Gase well here because he gave Jay Cutler his best season as a Bears quarterback, and then he got off a head coaching job in Miami. Then Brian Flores, he survived that. Then Mike McDaniel, he didn't survive. He didn't survive that. He left. Excuse me. We all know when a new regime comes in, they're gonna clean house. They'll bring their brothers, their cousins, and their friends, and we gonna rock out like this, and do it my way. I'm gonna do it my way. We thought Ben Johnson was gonna be like that. Apparently, he didn't want to do it that way, even though he brought Randall L. and is that the only one he brought? Randall L.
I think that's the only one he brought.
Okay, yeah, he only brought one.
He brought one,
Cap one. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Hightower.
Yeah.
And this is what happened with him. I think for me personally, I think it says a lot about you when you can survive this many regime changes. I mean, think of it like any political office being held. When you come in, you're gonna bring your own cabinet in, you're gonna bring your own assistant, and you're gonna bring your own whatever. And they liked his work, so they kept him here or kept him there. On top of that, I don't know if y'all want to brush on anything like right there real quick.
Well, yeah, before you move on real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not only did he survive multiple, but they were back to back since from the time that he started in Denver in 2010 all the way through 2025. He survived 8 head coaching changes, 4 for both teams. The Broncos have 4 head coaches in his time as the Broncos staff member, and at one point he was moved up to interim head coach, and then he went to Miami and went through 4 more head coaches.
See, I'm glad you jumped in here with that because I almost forgot because I read the whole thing. Interim head coach like that's big. You had it. I don't know for how many games with Denver when they fired. I'm guessing
I think the Final 4 that year.
The Final 4 games. So that's kind of like Thomas Brown. And shout out to Thomas Brown. He was in the fucking Super Bowl coaching the tight ends. He was the tight ends coach in the Super Bowl. So shout out to him. But that's a big deal. It ain't really the head coach, but it's kind of like Dennis Allen when you a head coach and then you take a step back, and then you just be a defensive coordinator. So now you got all this knowledge, but now you can hone in and just pour all into the defense side of the ball. And even Eric Bieniemy, you go from offensive coordinator, like we said, running backs coach for Eric Bieniemy. Well, that was a downgrade. He's better than that, and that's why he's right back to being an offensive coordinator for the Chiefs. But yeah, this dude was an interim head coach, so the leadership, the quote unquote ability to lead men, it's there. I mean, he had to do it for what, 4 games, you said? So that's gonna go a long way in that running back room. Wes, you got anything before you pull up these guys that he's coached?
Yeah, no.
Running back,
and that's the thing. Like a lot of, I mean, you gonna pull it up, and when I first looked them up, like I said, he got the blueprint. He knows how to get you 1,000 yards out of your running backs. Like he knows how to. I think it said something 11 or 12. I think, yeah, he got 11 or 12 different running backs, 1,000 yards. And then on top of that, like y'all said, what he does as a running backs coach, I'm guessing it's just so good that people are like, hey, look, I don't even need to go nowhere else.
Exactly.
All right, everybody. All right, I'm the new head coach. Everybody get out, and he stand up like, not you, Stoots. You can actually stay.
Stoots, my boy, Stoots.
Stoots, you sit there. Don't even get the fuck up. You sit the fuck down. You sit down. And then when you look at the list of you put it up, but the list of some of these players that he done had, it's okay. I feel better now.
Yeah, I mean, you could kick it off and go down the list if you want.
I could go. I'll just go. We all can just talk, because I mean, some of these are some of my favorite running backs, honestly. Like Willis McGahee.
Oof.
Willis McGahee. He did it to him 3 times.
He been around for a long
time. I remember how.
Years.
Yeah, I remember how he ran the ball. And I'm just like, oh, you was teaching how to, okay. Because that's the one name, him and Marshawn Lynch, out of all the ones on this list,
oh my God,
zeroed in on those two.
Find some footage of him coaching them. Like we remember we did the AP.
Yeah. But those two right there, those are like the type of running back styles that Kyle Monangai was going to thrive under. You know what I mean? Like hard to tackle, don't really fumble, and pushes north on runs. Downhill.
I think another thing too that I think about when it comes to this hiring with Stootsville is I haven't really seen it yet. I don't know if y'all seen it, but Dave wants that. He's on 670. Well, it ain't 670 no more. For y'all that's in Chicago, they on FM now. So instead of 670, the score is now 104.3, the score. But I'm waiting on him to come out and talk about this a little bit more, because he was on your staff. You know what I'm saying? He was on your staff, and I just want to hear him talk about him and the character that he had, because he left your staff and made a great name for himself in this league. So I'm sure you know a lot about him and just the type of character he is. But when you go and look at his resume, it says a lot about his character already. So definitely gonna see what he gotta say about it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on it. My wife's trying to find that.
Keep going
and
down
the pairing
of
you know what, Mark Rob? I'll mix it. I think he wasn't probably watching when I was talking about this. When we talked about Dan Rochard, how he's just like he's the offensive line coach, and he's been a great offensive line coach wherever he went for a very long time. And his resume is just so pristine when it comes to offensive linemen, and how great our offensive line kind of was this year. And all this other stuff. When you're gonna pair him, and then you got these two guys who understand how to work together too. On top of that, like you talked about, like him surviving multiple regimes and multiple head coaches. That like Ben Johnson is keep bringing in people who we're like, oh, okay. I see why you brought him in. Yeah, I see why you brought him in. I remember before in many years, like with Flus and like all this other kind of people, they kind of brought in people when I looked and it's like, oh, well, he was a tight ends coach, but he was a running back in college, so he's gonna be the running back coach. And it's like he never really coached running backs.
So what played at the NFL, like at a high level.
Right. At a high level, it's kind of like, the Michael Jordan thing. Like Michael Jordan, probably the greatest basketball player, but he cannot manage a basketball team. You see, you know what I mean? Like you're putting people in, you're taking them out of that what they do best and that kind of stuff. But he keep bringing in people that when I see him or I hear him, I'm like, okay, let me look them up. And then when we do the research, you're like, oh, now I see why you got it. Now I see why you got it. So, and then on top of that, he was with the Bears in the 90s, so he knows the culture. He knows what we about up here. He just gotta buy a first down coat, get him a goose down or something, because it ain't Miami, bro. So, yeah, dude, like I said, I think it's probably the culture of the Bears at this point when we lose something, right? Like like when we lost linebackers, DeMarco Jackson came in. We lost JJ, Nahshon came in. When Kyler went down, CJ came in. When you know what I mean, it's like this organization and these coaches and stuff are bringing in just as valuable pieces, and not just doing what Ryan Post did before. Which I don't know if he was just doing it because he was like, this is not going to be sustainable anyway, so whatever. Kind of how like Drake May was throwing the ball in the Super Bowl, like whatever. But now it looked like they're intelligently looking at, okay, this is who we're gonna get, and this is what we're gonna do, yada yada yada. And like I said, I mean, we got the running backs, we got the two-headed monster, we got that. And I think he's probably gonna, man, run the ball, man, run the ball.
Well, let me ask you this, Wes. Do you feel like after the hire you're good with what our running back room is?
I'm gonna say it just like this. When the season first started, like Robert Taylor, when he said, "Are you good?" I was good with the running back room when this past season first started, because I was under the impression that it was going to be Swift, Roschon, Monangai, and maybe like Britton Brown or whatever. You know what I mean? Kind of that kind of thing. But now looking at that, it's just really Swift and Monangai. I think we have to reinforce our running back room if we have to, hey, those, like I said, my 53 only got 2 running backs. I can probably tell you that right now. Spoiler. Because if you are RB at any point in time outside of Swift and Monangai, I'm probably going to bring somebody in, whether it's a free agency or whether I'm drafting somebody, but I'm bringing somebody else up. It's just because honestly, it's like you've been here, you're wasting time. Ben Johnson has no plans on fucking touching you. So, yeah, I'm not okay with the running back room.
That's a hell of a spoiler, because 2 running backs in your 53 is crazy.
No, I'm just saying that would make it right now. Like the other running backs is.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying like your final 50.
No. My transfer over. My transfer over. Only 2 of the running backs will be on my 53 transfer.
Don't be surprised if all right, Rod, I ain't even see you jump in here. Appreciate you jumping in the chat, my boy. Don't be surprised if Ben Johnson bring another one in, like in the draft. If he see a weapon, because like I don't know if y'all heard this. I'm sure it's been going around Twitter. The longest run we've had this year was 39 yards. He wants an explosive running back that's gonna break the 50-yard, 60-yard run at any given moment in the game. So don't be surprised if we bring another one in the draft, or even sign one. Like I said, I like Kenneth Walker. They not letting him go with $73 million in cap space, but to answer your question, Mixed it. I don't. I like it, but we need a third one. We do need a third one that we can try. And maybe Britton Brown is that one. He scored a touchdown this year on like a 10, 15-yard touchdown run. Okay, I'll just read the comment. But yeah, maybe it's him. Maybe it's Britton Brown. I don't know, but like I said, Ben Johnson is not gonna settle. If he thinks we got let's take Luther Burden, for example. If we think Luther Burden is good, trust me, if he can find his like exact Jameson Williams that's gonna fit that mold even more, he's gonna take it. He's going to take it. And honestly, we might need another wide receiver too. Depending on what y'all think about OZ coming back or not. You know what I mean? A lot of people think the young boy, what's his name? Number 20. What the fuck is
Jade Walker.
Jade, a lot of people think he can just slide into that spot. Maybe so.
Yeah. But you need somebody in the Jade Walker slot.
You need somebody in the Jade Walker.
You need somebody in his slot. Maybe it's JP Richardson. Heard a lot about him this offseason. You never know. But my whole thing is, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you just like this. Football is like spades. You can't have too many spades. I don't care if it's the 2, the 3, the 4 spade. I'd rather have more spades than the other team, than the other players on the table. That's how I feel about that.
I just found this out while I was looking for a video of him. I was hoping to find one of him, like, coaching up his players. I couldn't really find one. He's from Madison.
Yeah, he's from Madison, Wisconsin.
Madison, Wisconsin, South Side. Went to Whitewater. I just found that out. Look at that.
But that brings back to what I said. He was with Chicago. He in the Midwest. He knows what it is. He knows what it is. He knows what it is. Once he come in and put on his all blue polo with a little C on the top, it ain't gonna be like, hey, look, let me tell you about how the Bears culture is. And no, he know what it's all about. He know what we're about. He was, like I said, he was here in the 90s. He know what this is about. He grew up. He was born in the Midwest. He knows what we're about. So, like I said, the more I looked at this hire, that's why I said this is a good hire. Like, I like this hire based on just on paper. Let me just say that on paper, looks good to me.
South Side, Penn Park. They say he learned to play football at Penn Park. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Look, he got a fan of me. How far did y'all get down this list?
I just talked about Willis McGahee and Marshawn Lynch. We could, like I said, if you don't know who Willis is, because I'm the old guy on the show, I'm gonna say if you don't know who Willis McGahee is, man, go watch that dude run the ball.
God. You see, he got three times. He had him.
3 times. He the most on the list. Willis McGahee. Dude, man, that dude was a bad dude. He was bad, man. I ain't even gonna lie. But I mean, if y'all want to take the next one, go right ahead.
I mean, Tiki, you got Tiki. We all know his brother, Tiki, Rondé the corner. He did it twice. Marshawn, like you just said, he did it twice. Fred Jackson one time. What year was that? I remember Fred Jackson.
Fred Jackson was. I got you right here. Hold on. Fred Jackson did it in 2009 with the Bills.
Okay, 2009. Knowshon Moreno. Now that's another name. Is what was he like? More, he was a 2000 and what? Late? He was 2000s. Knowshon Moreno was 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, he got his record. He hit his style in 2013.
2013, he got his. Was that fucking Tebow Mania?
Yep, that was Tebow.
That was Tebow Mania.
That was Tebow. Yep.
And in the more recent guys, Raheem Mostert got him one, which I just mentioned as well. And then somebody who is, I respect him as a running back, a dog, Devon Achane. That man is probably the fastest running back in the league outside of he might be faster than Gibbs. Gibbs just might be quicker. He might be more, twitchy. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was actually gonna say the reason why I asked that question is because I heard somebody kind of they was asking whether or not if the Bears should try to trade for Achane.
I saw that. Wasn't that going around during the season?
And I was just like,
no. It was like DJ Moore.
But so the thing is, it's like with DJ Moore, like we not trying to trade him to go get a receiver. You know what I'm saying? We trying to trade him to go get a piece for this pass rush. If we trade for Devon Achane, Swift is going where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they just like, I wouldn't think that they would cut him. You know what I'm saying?
Swift's not a free agent, is he?
No,
he got one more year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they would save like $7 to $8 million if they cut him. Trade him. If they end up trading him, but then you got to bring in Devon Achane, and then you got to extend him. So then you kind of end up right back in the same boat, and you still don't have a RB3. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I'm like, Devon Achane is younger. He's a little bit better than Swift. It's the situation that you would put yourself in to pick him up. I like Devon Achane as a player. I don't doubt that he would be good in the run game. But I just think that like you kind of create a situation for you.
Get too crowded.
Yeah. And like I feel like the cap gonna start getting funny because Caleb gonna have to get paid soon. Then you finna bring in another RB that you gotta extend right away. You know what I'm saying? And then you gave up draft capital to get him. Like when Swift's contract is up, they're probably not gonna extend him.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So like I guess the question that you're really trying to figure out is whether or not if Stewsville can work with Swift and Monangai. You know what I'm saying? And what kind of role does Monangai take under Stewsville?
Willis McGahee, Marshawn Lynch.
I mean, he has those, like he has, these strengths and qualities that Stewsville likes, but I'm saying like with this being your 1-2 punch versus that being your 1-2 punch, you know what I'm saying? Like how like do you feel like we're gonna be significantly better if we can switch out Swift for Achane? You know what I'm saying? Achane just had a 1,300-yard season, and Swift just hit his career high with like 1074. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like trying to figure out where that's gonna play into it.
This is why I really love this time of year too. Now it'd be nice if we were celebrating, the Super Bowl, whatever. But then you got the comments like this, and this is why I really did, because I don't do the college shit until it's time to do the college shit. But then you get names like from people I respect, like Bear True, Damon Claiborne. He said a guy I could see as a Ben type guy in the third round. And then you good. I already read it. And then you can pop that next one up if you want to. I like Dorth over Olamide and Duvernay. Is that? I think he's talking about Dortch. Is that a?
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's not a college player. Is he talking about Dortch from the Broncos, right? I believe he's talking about Dortch.
Yeah, he's talking about Dortch from the Broncos.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm talking about it in terms of like the rookie talk. Like when you start getting like Bear Truth or even Howie, he threw a couple names in there before about all of these, and then mixed it. You talked about the segment that we gonna introduce at some point where we can shine a light on more of these rookies and we can look at it. We don't look at the draft or the college landscape that much until it's time to look at it.
Correct.
Show us who to look at.
Right.
Show us who to look for. Show us who we need to highlight. You might, put me on somebody that I wasn't, privy of. And now that's my dog type shit. So this is why I really, you meet new players, you find out new players, and we talk about them. and then a year or two down the road, you like, fuck, that motherfucker was in the third round. Guess what? We was talking about him. We had him on our mock draft board.
Yes, sir.
We just couldn't, pull that trigger and get him. But this is why I love this time of year.
I just feel like when it comes to that running back room, when it comes to the offense, keep the core where the core is. Why you got it, and bring in the young ones behind. Like, okay, if you have to go high draft pick for your defense, because that's what you really need. But later on in the round, okay, yeah, like I said, a third round, fourth round, you go get a running back. You want to go get, like I'm not. We just said it earlier on, maybe an hour ago. We talked about how we saw the Super Bowl and we said our offense would have lit them up. It would have been exciting. It would have been, and I said that I was talking to my Seahawks friend. He was like, yeah. I'm like, honestly, you told me the Bears didn't want to see the Seahawks in the NFC Championship, and I feel like we should have. I felt like we should have. Devil Dog, Marine Corps, Corporal. I think my team our offense would have lit that. Caleb not standing still. Y'all don't have to be flying around. Y'all always gonna be tired out there. And like you said, after 2 weeks off, kicking it, celebrating, doing interviews and podcasts, all that, and then y'all came in and now you got Chase Caleb Williams around. Oh man, y'all would have been faces in the dirt, grass in the face.
For real. Ben Johnson got them boys not even smiling. Like you're talking about.
like so, and that's my whole point for me, for the most part, is we got the right people to coach the players. Now go get the players. Mark Rob, this is what you asked for a long, long time ago when we first had our first couple shows and Devin was on. You was like, the problem I have with the Chicago Bears is all y'all favorite players are not homegrown. For the most part, a lot of y'all, you gotta draft them, and it's hard to draft them because when you get them, the talent be up there. They have the measurements, they have the aesthetics, but when you don't got nobody showing them how to elevate themselves again, they end up going somewhere else. How many Chicago Bears that we drafted that was like dogs, that was like so good, like the talent was that we couldn't do nothing with them. And then they went somewhere else and won a Super Bowl.
You mean Bayless?
No.
Bayless.
And the crazy thing is, I didn't even know Bayless was on on Seattle until because I was like, why y'all on Twitter? Nothing like that. Yeah, and then I saw it
on Twitter.
Then he started posting. I'm like, why is Velas? Oh, okay. So I swear to God, when somebody said something about him tweets, I'm like, oh, he just mad because he's like, yeah, y'all thought y'all was gonna win without me, and I thought he was at home.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I did until I saw the interview, and I was just like, ain't nobody. No, I'm not. So then I looked up his stats. I'm like, okay,
I think he's a gunner.
He's a P squad player, bro.
He's on the practice squad.
You got elevated to play.
Yeah, you got elevated to play in a Super Bowl. Like, dude, good for you. Good for you, dude. Good for fucking you, man. But
I'll just say this, and then I won't say shit else about Vegas. Chicago is very good for one, and like a lot of these players that come to this team, they love them first, and then like if you give us a reason to hate you, we don't fucking like you, bro. Like. And as much as we wanted to like Velas, you can't fucking catch. You just can't. You can't catch, bro. There's a reason why you were a P squad player. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Like as much as we wanted to like you, bro, it was like Ian Wheeler. They put his ass on Hard Knocks, and everybody wanted Ian Wheeler to be on the 53 after that. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, when you see Ian Wheeler next to these other guys, you probably should leave Ian Wheeler where he's at.
No.
But at the don't go and start hating on us when it's not even the regime that was here. Like, we liked you, but when you come out here and they put you like. You got the same opportunity as some of these other guys, and you squandered it, bro. Like, what did you want them to do with that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bayless mad. He did it to himself. Like, what do you sucked? Like they gave you every chance to do something for them, and you didn't do shit ever, and you still ain't doing shit. He did down a punt. He did down the punt inside the 5 or some shit today.
Yeah,
that dude fucking sucks. I don't. Yeah. I ain't mad at him. Go ahead, go do what you. But I think he did an interview talking about us too, to my Bears fans. A little salty.
Salty because you're on the Super Bowl. Like I said,
what Bears fan have you talked to? Like, what Bears fan has said the words Baylor and Jones in the same sentence in the last 12 months?
Oh my God, no, me. I said all the time. But you are who we just talking about? You're Trent Dilfer, dude. You're the butt of the joke. So we're not salty. We're not mad at you. Now let Greg Olsen would have won with the Panthers with Cam Newton. I would have felt.
Oh, that would have been like, damn.
I hated Alshon Jeffrey. Yeah, I hated Alshon Jeffrey winning with the Eagles, but I was happy because Alshon did shit for us. Greg Olsen did shit for us. You made it worse, bro. So whatever, man. Good for you. I don't care.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bayless, I can't believe. Look, let him have his. He can have his shine. Do what you do. You know you'll probably keep jumping around teams. I can't see you leaving the NFL no time soon because I mean you do have talent that teams think that they can unlock, but
you got some hardware though.
You got to play football, and he got a ring that he can sell later on in life if he needs
when he the manager at Chick-fil-A, of course. Right?
He got a little bread, so or he got a ring to sell. So all right, let's talk about Press Taylor then. Let's get Press Taylor in here. The new Chicago Bears offensive coordinator succeeding. Am I drawing a blank on his fucking name? Declan Doyle, who moves on to do better, bigger, and better things, coaching an MVP, a 2-time MVP, Baltimore Ravens. You're calling plays now. After one season of being an offensive coordinator, privilege is privileging, ain't it? The privilege is fucking privileging. Meanwhile, you got Eric Bieniemy, who's won multiple Super Bowls, can't even get a fucking head coach. It's crazy out here, but the privilege is privileging. I hope Declan Doyle fails in Baltimore. I said this before. Shout out to you. Like, I'm not mad at him for taking the job, but you really didn't do shit to like get that opportunity there, and you probably should have stayed and honed your skills more here. But it's fine. You want to go call plays? Go call plays. I hope you fall flat on your face, and I keep it a buck every time I speak on that. But Press Taylor is promoted the passing game coordinator. He is now the Chicago Bears offensive coordinator. 38 years old. What was the other guy? 28. Declan was 28. 29, 30.
No, Declan was older than that.
Declan was young as fuck, wasn't he?
He was 32.
32. Okay.
Something closer to 32.
Oh no, shit.
He was young as fuck.
29. He's
29. Okay, 29. Okay.
He was very young. 38. This is about Ben Johnson's area now. Now he's Ben Johnson's still a young head coach, but now he's in that range. Mitch, do you want me to read this, or you want to read the quote or the tweet from Ian Rappaport?
Per Ian Rappaport, in his breaking news on Twitter, the Chicago Bears are promoting passing game coordinator Press Taylor to offensive coordinator, giving Coach Ben Johnson a new top lieutenant, per the insiders. Taylor was an OC with the Jaguars until 2024 before working with Ben Johnson. With Declan Doyle in Baltimore now, Taylor is the offensive coordinator.
Look, it makes sense, and I just want to. I think Ben Johnson had this in the works already, because if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, we only interviewed 2 other people. And it was the guy, one of the guys sent to the group chat, the black dude. It was Arizona pass game coordinator Connor Sanger, right? Sanger, pass game coordinator, and then the Bengals wide receiver coach Troy Walters. Those are the only 2 that and Troy Walters declined the interview. So I believe those are the only 2 that we've tried to. So either it was gonna be that dude he signed from Boston College. Remember the guy? We don't know his role yet, but
which he'll probably step into Press Taylor's role.
Taylor's
pass game coordinator. That's a good point. Then it was gonna come from within then, and it makes sense. We talked about it before we got on air. Mixed in West continuity. I think it's gonna help the offense. And first of all, not just Caleb. Continue to on that same road, the same type of voice, somebody who knows the voice of the offense that Ben Johnson is trying to preach, the details that he's trying to get through to the wide receiving group on blocking, to the running backs group on blocking, and then the quarterback and himself on running the play. You know what I mean? Just those, whatever the old minutia that he's been teaching to this team that catapulted us to a fucking what did we win? 12 games? 11 games, 11 game season, lead the league in explosive plays. Why go outside when you can keep the language the same? You got to teach nobody. He's been here. We've seen him. I saw Press Taylor in the back of the room. Press Taylor ran a couple weekend sessions, you know what I mean, type shit like that. How are we saying I'm not big on Press Taylor, but it's okay.
It's okay.
I told y'all a lot of Bears fans are not. From what I've been seeing on Twitter and Facebook, they're not big on him because of what happened. Because remember, I believe he was offense coordinator for the Jaguars. Like he called the plays for Jacksonville from like 2022 to 2024 or something like that. And it just didn't, it didn't look good. It didn't look good. That's why Liam Cohen got the votes he got, because now they look good in 1 year. But he ain't calling plays. We just need somebody that's gonna do the grind, that can do the grind. He saw Declan Doyle doing the grind. He know what that grind looked like. He knows what Ben Johnson expects of him. I don't know why people have such a big, and I'll let one of y'all take it away. I don't know why people have such a big issue with this. Like, this is the main guy. First of all, we barely even knew that. We forgot about Declan Doyle every game day. Every game day, we forgot about that dude until Thursday, and it was time for him to talk. Relax. Press Taylor knows what he's been around it. It's a familiar face. I like the move.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's the most valuable thing that you can do right now for Caleb in his offense, and some of these pieces that you're trying to build around, is to give continuity, especially when you got players, not only Caleb, but you got players like Rome, who's been here for as long as Caleb. So he's seen just as many changes to this front office and his coaching staff as Caleb. But the biggest thing is it's not his plays. It's not his plays. It's not his playbook. It's not his design. And we need somebody that, like, the best thing for us as fans in this particular situation is to know that whether or not, if we got somebody that can echo the sentiment of your head coach. Like, for example, when we talked about who's hiring Shane Waldron, and it was a lot of people like, we don't know what Stickett is hiring and stuff like that. And then it came out when they did the interview with the Seahawks players, and they was like, good luck, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like, that's kind of like the first impression that we had, like, is this guy gonna be able to do the job? Whereas like now we know what to expect from the offense and what we think the offense should look like based on a year under Ben Johnson. So how much can you get somebody that's on the same board, that's kind of trying to, kind of be on the same boat, that can kind of preach that same thing? And if Caleb don't got to come back and, like, if the idea for him is to come back and just hone in on some of the things that he has to get better at versus change his focus into trying to be better in other, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff is important. So just keeping the continuity, I feel like all that stuff sets up this offense to be better, starting all the way back to training camp, because that's when it's going to start showing up first.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to training camp. Oh my gosh. Wes, what you thinking?
I've been thinking about it, and I've been looking at it, and I saw how they went about it. And I had some names out there that I was thinking about, and it's kind of how I felt about like
names.
Some just OCs out there. Like when Cliff left Washington, I'm like, yeah, Caleb played with him in USC. Maybe they might give him a call, kind of thing. I was just trying to,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Put my little octopus.
You got more than one name?
It was oh man, I don't even got it. I had Cliff.
Now you good?
I can't think of that. I didn't bring my notes. This.
Nah, you good? You good?
But you know what I mean? Like I was thinking about it, and I was seeing like other people talking about who could be the offensive coordinator, all this other kind of stuff, and I feel like when I heard Press Taylor was promoted, I felt the same way I feel about this roster for the most part. Keep the core where the core is, especially on offense. Like your offense actually took bounds and leaps, and you want to. I know Ben Johnson said we're not going to build on that. We're going to tear it all down, kind of, and then start over, kind of thing. Okay, I can understand that part, but at the same time, like you want that. Like I seen Bertrue said it, you said it, both of y'all said the continuity of it. I feel like as they was putting down and writing names on the board, I don't know why I feel like this, and this is just Chef West speculation. I think Press Taylor went to Ben Johnson and was like, I want the job. That's how I feel, because I feel like it was names getting put out there and people's coming up, and they just kind of halt. And I didn't hear nothing else for a little while, and then Press Taylor was promoted. And I think Press came in and kind of just told Ben, I know what we got to do. I know what Declan's job was. I know how to do exactly what you need to do. Like, because when Ben came in, I feel like he had to tell Declan, this is what I need from you. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. I need to do that. This is what I expect of you. This is what I expect. And I think Press Taylor was there. I mean, he was there, and he seen what Declan Doyle needed to do all the time and say, hey, Ben, look, I'm putting my hat in here, bro. I know exactly what I need to do. The players know me. Why are we looking outside? Why are we trying to, and that's what I'm saying. When people talk about bringing H in and all these other companies, like offensively speaking, I'm saying like keep the core where the core is at, and look how far y'all got already with this core right here. Just try to keep as much, and if you want to do anything, bring in young players to come in and follow suit on this offense. Now, defense, if you still want to go draft some edges and try to bring some linebackers in and some safety in the corner, all right, cool. We can argue that fact. But when it comes to this offense and what this offense did this past season, it's like I'm trying my best not to touch it. Kind of like Jenga, when you just trying to get that little piece out, you just like, it's gonna come. And you don't know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like I said, it's just speculation. I think Press went to them and was like, I want the job. And I don't know, this monologue that I got in my head of him telling them about what he needs to know, what he needs to do, and that's what it is. Because it was like we were looking, and then we just wasn't for a while. And then it was like running backs coach. And I'm like, damn, we picked a running back coach before we even pick our offensive coordinator? That's crazy. Oh, okay, cool. And then it was like, oh, Press. Oh, yeah, by the way, we promoted Press. It's like they already knew because Press already put that in their head. And they looked at it like, yeah, okay, cool. Because what does he have to do? He has to do exactly what Declan Doyle did.
Exactly.
Listen to what Ben Johnson do. Echo Ben Johnson. And then on Thursdays, get up there and don't say nothing stupid.
And again, like he's done the job before, even at a higher level. Like, you know what I mean? He, like, when I say higher level, it was a lateral move, but calling plays, kind of like what Declan Doyle went to do with Baltimore. Yeah. He called plays, Press Taylor. He called plays before already for a young quarterback and a number 1 overall pick quarterback at that. What the fuck is his name?
Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. He called the plays. Like, he knows how to do it, and now he can put it to Ben Johnson's his whole mind, his maniacal brain, and his scheme. He can put that, what he knows of calling plays and everything, and how to run the offense. Because he's going to be talking. Declan Doyle talked to these players when Ben Johnson was just with Caleb. You know what I mean? He with the quarterbacks. Another thing, and I'll let you go real quick, Mixie. I just want to say this. Ben Johnson installs his own run game. So Press Taylor ain't going to be talking about the run game. he was already pass game coordinator, right? So he knows the passing concepts and he can teach that like he's been doing. We ain't got to worry about the run game. Ben Johnson installs his own run game, and that was told by Cole Kmet. He said it right the first time in his career of playing football that he had the head coach install the run game. I think that's why we saw the run game take off after the bye week. So we don't have to worry about Press Taylor there. He's been the pass game coordinator, so he really gonna be still focusing on the passing game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Dan Rochar gonna handle the O-line. Simple as that.
And why you was making that point, because you brought up Trevor Lawrence. While he was working with Trevor Lawrence in 2022, Trevor Lawrence threw 4,000 yards. Calvin Ridley was a 1,000-yard receiver that year. And the next year, in 23, the Jags were ranked 8th in passing yards per game. So if that's kind of another thing, like you said, if Ben Johnson takes that run game off of his plate, and he can kind of focus on that, then that's really what I think is going to be the most effective part of this hiring, because that's what he's better at. You know what I'm saying? He's better at the pass game than he is the run game. But Ben Johnson himself, he is like really good at the run game. Like,
that's his thing.
So
he's talked about
but what you also said too, like him being able to get in Ben Johnson's ear and stuff like that, because Ben Johnson came out and said it, like he wants people on this staff that are creative, that's idea driven, stuff like that. So when you got somebody who had a young receiver in Trevor Lawrence, and he had success the way that he did as early as he did in his career, you got to kind of credit that to, you got to give him a lot of credit for being a part of that work, because he was splitting play calling duties in 22, and then 23 he was fully calling plays for him.
So why do y'all think that people don't like the hire? Any negatives or cons, so to speak, that y'all have that just immediately comes to mind, or like just why
that 23 season they flopped the Jags? I think that's really the reason why, because that year but again, that was really based off their rushing attack wasn't good. They was bottom half of the league in rushing, but top 8th in passing, and they was like middle of the pack in scoring. I think people don't like the hire because when
they wanted something extravagant, huh? They wanted.
I think it was like when he fully took on those play calling responsibilities, the Jags didn't look good the next year. But he's not play calling. You know what I'm saying? You still got a Ben Johnson offense and somebody with, a really good football mind in terms of the pass game. So I think that's kind of where they're overlooking it. But like prior to what the Jags played this year, I didn't look at Trevor Lawrence as like being like a perennial quarterback or whatever. So it's like I guess people look at it from that angle, but in terms of what you need him to come here and do, I like the hire a lot.
Why do you like? What's the issue? Like, do we want a splash guy? And really, because you had a list, so maybe some of the guys, I know you don't got the list with you, but just maybe some of the guys, maybe they was hoping for a Cliff Kingsbury. I'm not saying you were, but maybe they was.
That was like my number one name when he did. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you why Bears fans don't do it, and that's why y'all. I'm gonna say it like this. I know why Bears fans feel this way about this hire or this promotion. We're not gonna call it a hire. About this promotion. About what's going on. And this is the reason y'all should like and subscribe to the Black Bear Podcast, because you're ignorant. You don't know nothing. You looking at it like mix it. No offense, bro. Like he went on the whole thing about how he made Trevor Lawrence look. He was calling the plays. He was the head coach. He, like whatever. Guess what? He ain't doing none of that. He's a princess passenger on this team, bro.
That's a good point.
He look, he on the road.
Good
Ben
point.
Johnson driving. He's the princess passenger. All he doing is asking Ben Johnson, do you want me to change it to the next song? That's his whole job because it's Ben Johnson playlist. You want to listen to this song? I can go to the next song for you.
Oh, I hope he ain't
you
no
want me to turn it
backseat
back?
driver.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think he will be. I think he knows exactly, like I said before when I brought up, I think he knows exactly what Ben Johnson need. And he went home. Like I said, this is just my speculation because I have a really big imagination. To be honest. And his wife was like, are you gonna ask Ben to be the offensive coordinator? Like, you come out here, you talk about it. Like, I hear you talk about it all day long, and you're kind of really doing it. All right, you should go up in there. And he was like, you know what? You know what? You know what, Jessica? You know what, Emily, Karen, whatever your name is, wife. I'm going to go in that office Monday morning. I'm going to tell Ben I want my name into consideration. Because I can do exactly what he does. Because what y'all talking about, his faults and all that kind of stuff, all that responsibility and weight that he failed at doing, he actually has to do almost none of that. It's actually less work he really got to do compared to what y'all talking about he failed at. But he just seen exactly a person do that job, and he did it well. I'm not saying Declan didn't do a good job. Declan did a really good job. All he has to do is do the next thing. And guess what? And I get a promotion. And I get it, and I get a little more money, and I get a little more, and it's gonna go on my resume. What you need?
Maybe he wants to get back to calling plays somewhere.
Maybe.
You know,
maybe
like this.
Maybe next season he out again. He Jets offensive coordinator. I don't know.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Take that step up, press. Take your step up, bro. Like it's a moot position on the Bears. For probably the first time in history, offensive coordinator is a moot position. I guarantee. How about this? I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm telling you. After next season's over, and we're sitting here, and probably I would say it's like a 62% chance, maybe 57% chance that Press Taylor is finna get poached. I'm gonna email the Bears organization. I'm gonna find every email on the line to get to Palace Hall. I might even go up there, and if I can, knock on the door. Can I be the offensive coordinator? I'm willing to work 80 hours a week, Ben. And guess what? Ain't nobody poaching me.
Yeah, I'm staying.
I'm staying as long as you here, Ben. Yeah, I do this again now. Because it's a moot position. You just have to work. You have to do the grind. You have to grind for him. You got to go get all the. You got to have the folders ready and everything. Like, I could do all that.
Well, so all right. So since Caleb been a rookie, and let's work through this together. Let's go through all the offensive coordinators he's had since his rookie season. Obviously, start with Shane Waldron. That's one. The next one was Thomas Brown, right? And then the next one after that, once Thomas Brown got promoted to head coach, who was it? Who was it again at that point? I feel like I know this name. So it went Thomas Brown, and then Thomas Brown got promoted, and they moved the quarterbacks. Who was the quarterbacks coach at that time?
Jeremy something. When it or is that this one? Jeremy is this year.
JT Barrett is this year.
Jeremy was the year before. Jeremy was it was Jeremy something. Caleb's rookie year.
I don't have
because JT is this one. What the fuck is that? And I'm oh man.
Just look that up real quick.
Chris Beatty.
Chris Beatty.
Was it Chris Beatty?
Yeah, that was the QB coach, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, that was. I believe that was a QB. That is right. That is. I remember I did because one of my guys that I played football with, who went on to play running back for Iowa, actually, he coached their wide receivers there. And so yeah, it was him. So that's three, right? Yeah. You go Shane, you go Thomas Brown, you go Chris Beatty, and then you go Declan Doyle, I believe. That's number 4. Yep. And now he's on his fifth offensive coordinator. This is exactly why you hire an offensive guy as the head coach. Just imagine if you go defense again and they poach your offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Because you ain't calling plays, Matty. You know what I'm saying?
And it's their offense.
It's
new
their
language
offense.
and all this stuff. That'd be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That would be insane with a young quarterback. You got a Tom Brady, a Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers type dude, whatever. That's fine. They'll be able to get it. But when you got a quarterback in year 2 going into year 3 who's trying to grasp this offense, a complex offense. Oh my gosh, bro! Like, who just hired a defensive coordinator? Well, Seattle, they got a vet. Sam is a vet, so they'll be fine if Clint Kubiak's gonna leave. So that I think they'll be fine. I don't know if they're gonna be back to back Super Bowl. They might, but they'll be fine because that defense gonna take them places. But New England, well, they in a good spot too because Josh McDaniels ain't getting hired again as a head coach. But the point is, Bears fans have been scared about offensive coordinators getting poached way back since Justin was here as a rookie. And what's going to happen when Matt Nagy and they're going to say, no. You have an offensive-minded head coach. If they take the coordinators, that's fine because the mastermind is still here. And I think we all trust Ben Johnson to bring in guys that's going to, do what he needs them to do. And he did it with Declan. Everybody was nervous about that. It's a young guy. How can he lead a room? He's 28 at the time. Now he's 29. How can he lead a room of 34-year-old, these grown men and vets that's been in the league for so long? I trust Ben Johnson that Press Taylor can come in and, like we said, do the other shit.
Yeah.
Spreadsheets and run meetings on Saturdays if he needed and yada yada yada.
Yeah, he
I
know
love
he
the
know
hire,
it.
man.
He know that. It's minimal. Like I said, everybody put that up there when we were talking about like continuity, keeping the main thing the main thing. Keeping the main thing the main thing. That's just why. And like I said before, for the most part, on his offense and like kind of on his defense a little bit too, we just got to figure out like injuries and all that kind of stuff with the defense. Because if most of these people were injured, then we could really evaluate them a lot more. But the main thing is Dennis Allen know what he's doing, and he know that, hey, look, if that guy's not gonna be here, I got another guy right now playing Call of Duty who can come up here and play. He a DJ sometimes too, but I got to bring him in. He know you know what I mean? Like that's what he could do that kind of thing with this defense if we need him to do it again, because he did it this season. What I'm saying is, when it comes to like Ben Johnson and this Bears team, we need those homegrown players on offense. We need those because we've seen what happens when you just try to throw people in on offense. It's hard because Ben Johnson, like everybody say, his offense is pretty complex. And unless they're coming from basically Detroit, you don't really have too many players. But Dennis Allen, you know what I'm saying? Dennis Allen's been to a couple spots. He know a couple players who know a couple players. And like y'all said, like we said in the Super Bowl, like they were out there like, oh, this is going to be Dennis Allen defense versus Dennis Allen defense. And it was boring. That's how bad it was. But yeah, that's how I feel. And guess what? And both of those guys that we just hired are both Super Bowl champions, by the way.
Okay. Okay, so look, do y'all fellas got any last words or thoughts on these coaches that we've hired? Wait, do we have any? What did he say? What did he say? I ain't see it. I wasn't looking. That's you got him up out of here.
Oh yeah, I got him up out of here pretty quick.
No, I don't say you got him up out of here. He must have said some dumb shit. So
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I ain't see it either. But y'all got any last words on Declan? Even Declan, Press Taylor.
No. Good job for Declan. Good job for Press Taylor and the running back coach, our champions. Hey, look, this is what it looks like when you're a good team. And I've seen people in the comments saying just because he won a division once, went to the playoffs once, we're not a good team. Okay. I'll see you next year this time too.
Yeah, this is a good problem to have, like you said, Wes. But overall, I feel like this is a step in the right direction in terms of starting our offseason off right and just continuing. Even though Ben Johnson talked about us having to basically start over from square one. This is a step in the right direction to me to getting back to where we were and surpassing that goal. So that's all I got though.
Howie, Declan, and Lamar Jackson the same age. They might be.
They are.
Yeah, they are. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think it might help. It might work to their benefit. Like he might speak the same language as him, and that other people.
He did not connect with Harbaugh.
No.
He did not connect with Harbaugh. That was what a lot of the media was saying once Harbaugh left. They had a lot of differences.
Yeah, I mean, he's an OG. That's old
okay.
dude.
Yeah. Can I say this to Howie? Our best. Howie. We got 2-3 months of Sundays to talk that, man. Save it, write it down in your book. I'm gonna get my book too, man. I got you.
How will you keep us on here till 6 a.m?
Yeah, we can't do it all right now. We got it.
I do got one video I want to show. I just got one video I want to show real quick, just because we talked about this, and it goes to give us our fucking 3rd round picks. That's all. That's
that
it.
was a joke. Don't stop watching.
I know what you're gonna play, Mark Rob, too.
Yeah,
I knew you was gonna play that.
Again, Super Bowl weekend, Radio Row. Matt Ryan talking about who does what goes where, how we gonna do this in Atlanta. This is what he had to say.
When you are going through the draft process and the free agency, are you going to be actively involved in that, or are you going to let your people do it? Or...
Man, Ian's in charge. Ian's in charge of that space. I'm looking forward to learning about, this. Like I said it the other day in Ian's presser, like I've never sat in a draft meeting. And so Monday is going to be the first time I'm sitting in a draft meeting, and I've got a lot to learn. So sitting, observing, being a fly on the wall. If there's something that Ian has a question about or something I can help with, I'm all ears and I'm happy to share my opinion. But Ian is driving this boat, and he is the one that's leading us moving forward. And I'm excited about that. You guys, Ian is incredibly competent and qualified, and he's awesome. So looking forward to watching him do his thing.
You sound like, to me, I'm just going to say this. It sounds like to me, all he is Kevin Warren, which every team has a Kevin Warren. Every team has somebody that can fire the general manager, right? Unless it's the owner. The buck stops with the owner. You know what I mean? But teams have team presidents, and that's exactly what he is, a team president. Other than that, it's Kevin. It's Ian Cunningham. It's Ryan Poles. Like, I'm doing the draft shit. He just said it. Matt Ryan can't draft. He doesn't scout. That's not what he does. He played football. He's not scouting D linemen. He's not finding safeties that can, like, what are we talking about? He's the general manager. Ian Cunningham will hire his staff, his scout staff. And guess what? Guess what Kevin Warren is doing? Build us a new stadium.
Yep.
But remember when, and Wes, I talked about this. After that 5-win season, who showed up at the end of the season? And I made fun of it, actually. I put it on the thumbnail. Kevin Warren and Ryan Poles was at the podium because we didn't know who got what power, like who was doing what. But like it was Ryan Poles all along.
Yeah,
this is the fucking job.
Yeah, it's his job. And I said it's his job. Like I think you said it, and we kind of went back and forth about it. It's like, did he do it to kind of big bro Ryan Poles?
Yeah, you in the principal's office or your mom?
Yeah, in the principal office. I think he did it in the sense of, to me, to be like, hey, I allowed, like, try to take some heat off Ryan Poles, because it was rough, and everybody was coming at him, and he's like, because we know how Ryan Poles got in. We know he is. Yeah, he kind of he got some soft spots.
Yeah,
he got some soft spots. He all right. You know what I mean? But and like I said, you got to learn a job. You got to learn. So hopefully he toughened up, perfectly learned through all of this, and hopefully it makes him a better GM. And if it does make him a better GM, and he becomes like one of those GMs that they talk about, like with the Eagles and all this other kind of stuff, then yeah. I'm all for it. But we just got to see.
I just don't get why there's gray area with us. So when they come, give us our fucking picks. It's like Matt Ryan is telling y'all it's him. He's doing it. He's running the show. He gonna hire his personnel. I'm not gonna tell this man who to draft and how to hire or whatever. First of all, Matt Ryan, they only gonna come to you if they talking about quarterback, which
Maybe.
they probably should start talking about quarterback soon because
which is a maybe.
Penix,
you know, it's maybe because ain't Matt Ryan is he? No, Matt Ryan a little bit older than Kirk Cousins, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. But yeah, it is what it is. Hey, how we are Bears. That was one. All right, we officially finna hit off season. Howie, get in our DMs. Let us know what you want. Pick a position group room you want to talk about. We got you after this. Football is officially over. You can come in. I saw that.
Talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, the draft. No, I'm just saying. No, I saw that. Now I'd be quick. No, you don't. I met you last episode. No, you don't. You talk longer.
No, hell no. I was so 3:30 in the morning. I was tired as hell the next day.
Yeah, the draft talk will be on the way. The draft talk will be here. We'll all just like we do. Get in the pods, pick a position, and we're gonna talk about why this position needs to be drafted at number 25.
I'm finna get me some new Bibles, baby. Finna get in there.
Fellas, anything else? And then we can wrap this thing up.
I'll go first, and then you can go and get up out of here. Like I said, I do want to say happy early birthday, Mark Rob. I'm gonna text you anyway.
For sure.
You know, the best people in the world are born in February. It's just a fact, especially if you're black. How about that?
Especially if you're black. Aquarius Nation. You an Aquarius, right?
I'm a Pisces, baby. I'm February 28th. My birthday is nah, I ain't just missed no cut. I'm like a week and a half past. I got 20 days. They cut off on. I'm about a week past. About 8 days past, baby.
You just missed the cut. Benjamin said I enjoyed this show more than Super Bowl. Well, I appreciate that, my guy, because that Super Bowl was, man. Just imagine if our team was there. Everything would have been.
It was a college bowl game. It was a college bowl game. Yeah.
Mixed it. Any last words before we get up out of here?
No, I'm really ready to dig into this draft process. Y'all already know because I've been kind of telling y'all my little ideas and such. As far as some of the stuff that I would like to do for my first off-season coverage, getting in tune and trying to make sure that I'm fitting in the game plan and turning all my homework assignments in on time. So, that being said, though, man, no, like, yeah, I'm really excited to get into just learning more about these players that's coming up and stuff. And now we gotta, like, now we got another break. Like, the next big date is the open of the league year. We're gonna see some movement. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see some free agent movement, some signings, some trades, all that good stuff going on after March 11th. And then after that is the draft. And that's even too long. So, man.
I look, I fuck with you, Howie. Trust me, it's gonna be an episode where we gonna need you here. We gonna want you here. We gonna need names. You bear true. Everybody that looked at other guys that we ain't talked about. We gonna need you here. Brady, appreciate you jumping in here, man. We are all huge Bears fans here, so that's why we doing this late. Okay, without further ado, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. Go live twice a week usually, but now we're doing once a week as the season has come to an end. Unfortunately, it's off-season time. Now we need more time to do our homework and prepare our off-season prepare our off-season ideas, content. The combine is coming up. The combine will be here. So all these names that's coming out, we're gonna know what their official 40 times is. We're gonna know how many times they did the bench press and all this and that and the third. Who not gonna show up? We know some guys didn't even get invited. Ruben Hippolyte didn't get invited. Still drafted him with the 4th round pick. But anyway, that's just how the cookie crumbles. We gonna see y'all next week, Sunday. If not, it'll be earlier with a pop-up show. My boys handled the pop-up show, our first pop-up show this past Friday. They did their thing. Show some love to them. February 17th. Okay, yeah, you definitely in Aquarius. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the
Michael
like
Jordan. That's Michael Jeffrey Jordan birthday. It's February 17th.
Oh yeah, his name is Howie. Well, I guess.
Yeah, Howie tell me that Michael Jordan birthday is February 17th. I told you, the best people born in February.
I wonder when LeBron's birthday.
It's December.
I don't know what his birthday is.
Y'all want to know when Kobe's birthday is?
Who?
Kobe.
What is it?
I don't.
August 23rd.
Me. I about to say, is that yours?
Yes, sir.
What does that make you?
Virgo.
Leo? Virgo.
Yeah, Virgo.
First day
of the Virgo season.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kobe, man. Shout out to you. You got a little bit for yours come around. But like I said, we will see y'all next week, Sunday. If not, wait, hold on. Who was email? Who was Howie? Look, who was Howie posting?
Mixed
what
it.
was it? What was it gonna be? His draft list or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, because I did tell Howie to hit me up after the show. But he didn't have an Instagram. Do one of y'all got Howie on something already?
No, I mean, if you want the email, just email the BlackBear54, the BlackBear54 at Gmail. I'll send it to Mixed It or Wes or whatever.
I already got it. I just thought he was gonna send it to Mixed It, but yeah, go. There you go, boom.
I forgot what was he trying to send. Anyway, send it to the email. That's the email. We check it all the time. I'll send it to these fellas. We'll see y'all next week unless we do a pop-up show. We get some Bears news. You never know. Somebody might get moved. Somebody might get traded. Somebody might get signed. If not, we'll see y'all next week, Sunday. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night/morning and enjoy y'all Monday. Football season is over. Everybody is in off-season mode. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel again, the Black Bear Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Rod, with my co-host in the building, Chef West, to the right of me. And Marcus Mixed It at the bottom of your screen. We out of here. We'll see y'all. Peace.
Take them.